What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your next installment in the Should You Take Blank 6-Star Gold series. Today, by request, as always, we are taking a look at Bobby Lashley, the Dominator. That is Striker Bobby Lashley. Now, this is the guy that the drip was invented for, but things have changed a little bit. And I'm going to show you what he looks like triple red. For one, we don't typically use the drip on this channel because it is super rare. But for two, because this actually may be better. You'd have to test it to see. But the big reason for that is this massive moment that we all had made available, I guess I should say, in the midweek prize walls the last couple months. And if you haven't gotten this, this is the focus for you to get, right? Because look at the characters that it buffs. It's a universal moment, so that means every single mode you play, whether it's boss battle or feud, whether it's tours or stip tours, you are going to benefit from this moment. And on it, Bobby is going to receive 50% less damage from all color gems. All color gems are going to do 100% more damage, and multiply gems are going to increase their strength by 4. That is a lot for this character. So we're going to run triple red, 8 MP red, one-handed pop-up spine buster, deal damage and choose 6 gems to make into black. 6 MP red, follow a slam, deal damage, choose 1 gem to make into 2 turn juggernaut gems that will increase your black gem damage by 175% for 2 turns on every countdown, and then increase your red MP by 10 at the end of the countdown. That's what allows this moveset to reload. And then the Hurt Lock, color submission, choose 7 gems to make blue submission, do damage for 3 turns while submission gems are on the board, and the remaining will turn into multis of strength 5 plus 4, so they're going to be strength 9. Now, I'm going to run him a couple different ways even within this moveset because your trainers really matter. So you're going to need at least 1 MP trainer to get you moving. If you have Andre, a striker, then that's red moves do 2 more and your multi-gems will increase their strength by 1. That's not going to be a feud-ready build-out, obviously. You can, since there are 3 different red 4 MP trainers, you could actually run Butch and Sting, Butch and Roxanne, Sting and Roxanne, you know, etc., etc. And then that way, all of your moves are getting loaded turn 1. They will start loaded in Tour, of course, with your Tour perks, but I'm talking in feuds. Then I'm going to run Memrock for +1 on the multis and 60% more multi-gem damage from Gunther. But there's actually a couple other tricks to this that we can use and will use when I run it back. The big one for this moveset being triple red is the Baddest Jacket. Whenever you create 3 or more submission gems, increase your yellow and black gem damage by 100%. You can also use the Acolyte Plate if you have it. Whenever you make 6 or more submission gems, increase all of your gem damage by 50%. So that 150% that you're getting there does offset nicely if you want to use a second MP trainer right here. So it still keeps his damage pretty good. Pretty good. So we're going to go up against Zombie Sammy on the road here, and I'll show you what we mean for this guy. Now, tour perks are loaded. We're on the gold test account, so that means that we don't have to look at what it'll be in another tour. This would be what it would be like if you start with Sting and Butch. Just to kind of give you that idea there. So you're going to throw down your 1 lonely juggernaut gem that we're going to have to make friends for later. Then you're going to throw down some submission gems, and they're going to be blue, so you don't want to break any of these if at all possible. So put them as far away from each other as you can, and hope he doesn't get any big matches on them. So, well, I literally just said so far so good. Anyway, he reloaded his moves because he's a jerkhole. But now we have these ×11s on the board, and the Juggernaut gem is going to reload our moves, but we've buffed up our black gem damage by 175%. So our black gems are now doing 1,000,000 each. So that means each one of these that we connect with on the multiplies is going to be massively huge. Right now we're only starting with 6 of these, so I'll show you what it looks like if you do something like this. That misses one of them, but again, I've got more tricks to show you with this guy. That was 47 million, and I would say that is probably on the low end of what we're going to see when we do 2 other setup changes here. Still triple red, just that's a very common entourage set. That's, you know, not showing you too much above and beyond what can be. Let's look at something else. So on the entourage, we're going to replace Memrock with Goldberg. I know he's rare, but I want you to see it for those who have it. Of course, you could figure out how to run it with Seth, but then you're not going to start loaded turn 1. And then instead of the multi-gems going up, we are going to use... Okay, so I want to show you first that Nikki, or is that Brie? Hall of Fame Brie generates 2 more black gems. That's fine. That's fine. We do have this guy right here, though, who creates 3 more. So this is your most rare trainer entourage setup, but you can throw the Hall of Fame Brie in that spot instead. You'll notice from other things we've tried, you can also use Riddle. He creates 2 more black gems, so either of the 2 of them, or you could use both of them if you don't have Goldberg. You would sacrifice the multi-gems going up 1 time, but then you create more black gems. So I'll show you that in the 3rd run it back. You can also run Liv, Santa Hogan, and regular Hogan of Hollywood if you need to build out your loadout. But this right here, same plates, same trainers. This is just on the higher end of what the man can do. So, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. So now we're creating 2 Juggernaut gems. You're still going to want to put them where they're less likely to be broken, but each one of them is now buffing your black gem damage by 175%. Now you're going to lay down the blue subs. Yeah, keep in mind you're still trying not to match as much as possible, but with as many as there are, it gets difficult. I just try to put them, you know, roughly a space or 2 away where they wouldn't get a swipe. And as unlikely as it is, oh, nice, okay. And he still reloads his stuff because he's a jerk. But look at this nice little power pack we got right here. This guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. This one's kind of an anomaly, but he's got his own stuff there. So now our black gems are doing 1.6 million. 1.6 million. That's a lot. So that's 16 million for every one of these that we match. And we're going to match, all but 1, darn. Better board or more things, but let's see. No, because I'd still have to do that if I do it that way. Need that, need that, need that. Yep, that's fine. But still, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 times 16 million each. That was 82 million damage right there. So, yeah, you don't even need the drip plate. I'm telling you, all you need is a Ronda's jacket and the moment. The moment is the big bad booty daddy on that one. Let's see. So, there is one other alternate build that I would maybe recommend. I just don't like it as much. You can use the corner-to-corner forearm to create 8 gems to make it a multiply gems of strength 4. The nice thing about that is you choose them. So you choose where they go, which is, again, great. I would replace the sub instead. And then you choose your gems, and then you're guaranteed to break more of them. The biggest trick with that is it 8 MP black, and you've got to get your reds started. So it's going to be fairly difficult to get that moving and going consistently unless they introduce a 4 MP trainer that is black and red. at which point that might be a very valid moveset. And then, of course, you've got the triple black, which would be your drip build, but the drip is not available, hasn't been available for quite some time. And if you know the drip and you've got Bobby Lashley, you've probably already tried that out. So we don't necessarily need to show that off. So, should you take Bobby Lashley, the Dominator, to 6-star gold? The answer is an easy yes if you have the moment. That's the biggest thing right here. This right here, you have this, yes, take Bobby Lashley. Secondly, do you have the Ronda's jacket? If so, yes, take Bobby Lashley up. Thirdly, do you have Goldberg? If you have Goldberg, this doesn't matter as much because there's the other two who create 2 gems instead of the 3. Goldberg is the bigger deal of those two. Then absolutely 100% yes, take him up. And if you were to try this out with a Seth Rollins combination in here as well, I don't think anybody's used Seth, have they? No. Let's just see what happens if we add Seth, just to kind of give it that last little bit of pucker on that. Let's see. Seth freaking Rollins adds 40% more gem damage. More importantly, creates a Juggernaut gem. So now you're making 3 Juggernaut gems that buff your black gem damage 175%. The big trade-off, of course, is that you now have 0 ability to get your move off turn 1, especially the red sub, right? So I'm going to leave this the super rarest way, but you've got 4 MP here, and this is a 9 MP move. So if you were to run Santa Hogan, then great. Yes, you could maybe start him in tours. This is not realistic for feud, though. I just want you to see what would his ultra top end damage be, supposing we can make sure Sammy doesn't get to his sub before we get to ours. So let's see here. That's going to increase them for 2 turns, so I don't want that. So I'm going to eat this turn first. Yep, I know. That means he's going to be able to get his moves if and he gets them back from our sub. So now we're creating 3 Juggernaut gems. I'm going to create a little power pack there in the bottom. We are still going to try desperately hard not to match any of these blue gems. That gets very difficult as you get towards the middle there. That's about as good as I can do. Let's hope that they survive. Let's hope... Oh, all of them survive. They're only ×9. How dare you, Sammy. Please tell me I don't have to... there. Okay. That's going to buff our reds, so that all goes up now. Your black gems are doing 2.47 million, which means 25 million per black gem that you match. We can make 9 of them, so let's go like this, this, and this. Oh, I got all of them. All right, so this should be easily over 100 million right here. Yeah, 166 million damage. Oh, so let me recap real quick for you. TLDR, if you have just the Ronda's jacket, but no Goldberg, but you do have the moment. That's you gotta have it. But you've got just the Ronda's jacket. You're talking 50 to 60 million cycle one, not turn 1. If you have just Goldberg added on, you're talking 87 million cycle 1. If you have Goldberg and Seth and are willing to eat some props in feud just to show your domination, then you can hit over 160 million with this guy. So, should you take Striker Bobby to 6-star gold? Absolutely 100%. Now, if you want to argue with me that the drip build would have been better in the comments section, you're free to do that. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Like this video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this to your friend or faction mate who's going, so there's that moment thing with Striker Bobby. Does that make him any good? Here's your answer. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.